with Lloyd Motheray on Hot 91.9.
It is my favorite part of the week. We normally do this on a Monday on Hot 91.9 because it was a public holiday. We decided let's do it on Wednesday. And we have a very, very special one today, Andy.
We do have a very special one. We have Coach Jacob in from Weltevreden Park Primary School, together with Bronwyn Scholz from Physique.
Welcome, Coach Jacob, as well as Bronwyn Scholz from Physique. It's really, really a pleasure to have you here at Hot 91.9.
Thanks, it's a pleasure to be here.
Good morning, it's an honor.
Good morning, good morning. We received an email from a lady by the name of Kathleen Beerborn. Sounds familiar?
Yes.
Kathleen.
Yes.
She's a parent at Weltevreden Primary School asking Hot Cares for assistance with one of the school's coaches, and I'm guessing that is you, Jacob.
Yes,
Kathleen's email reads, one of the teachers, Coach Jacob, dropped his phone yesterday whilst he was coaching the kids and shattered the screen. I'm sure you know how expensive they are to fix. Trust me, I dropped mine the other day, so I do know. It's sitting in pieces on my desk. Coach does so much for the kids at the school, as well as the kids in his community, and everybody loves him. Is there any way Hot can please help him, either to get his phone fixed or please get him a new phone? Teachers are so underappreciated in this world, and I think it would be awesome if we could show him how much we care. And Kathleen is absolutely right that teachers are very, very underappreciated. And 30 years later, I remember the teacher that made a major impact in my life and to force me in the way that I should be. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be sitting behind the microphone today. And one day he said, son, you have talent. I don't know how much talent I have, but anyway, he kind of pushed me into this field and said, you should use the microphone more. So it's teachers like you that make a meaningful difference in the lives of those around us. I mean, tell me a bit about yourself, Jacob.
Thank you. I started at Weltevreden Park Primary in 1999. That's when I came from Papa preschool. And my primary school career, it was wonderful. I had so much support from parents, from the school, the teachers. They were lovely. And then I finished grade 7 in 2006. I went through to Allen Glen. Allen Glen, I only was able to finish grade 9, where I actually left the school. And I had a year in 2010 where I actually wasn't going to school, where I actually kind of dropped out because I was peer pressured and pressured by friends and bad influences in my life. So 2011 I actually registered at a FET college in Southwest College in Roodepoort, and I did a management course to obviously further my studies because I felt like I wasn't doing anything with my life. And from there, I went back to my roots at Weltevreden Park Primary, and I started coaching again. And I found my passion and love for kids, and since then I haven't turned back, and I've carried on coaching kids, and I started my own fitness company for children to help them with fitness and just living a better, healthy and motivating life.
I love the fact that you've done a full circle. You started at Weltevreden Primary as a student, and now you're giving back to your community as a teacher. That is wonderful. Yeah, Jacob, we understand the necessity of having a phone. Many of us can't go 10 minutes without a phone, without a form of communication. And yes, they're extremely expensive to fix. So we at Hot 91.9 have gotten in touch with our friends at phone.We, and we told them your story. And we got in contact with Teresa and Taryn, and they've given us a brand new phone.We Y62 to give to you. So congratulations.
Wow, thank you.
But you know what, just after hearing your story, and you were speaking to me a little earlier when you walked in as well, and understanding your circumstances. You're a young man who provides for both your mum and yourself, and we understand how expensive the cost of studies are, because you do want to go back and you do want to give back and you do want to study again. I mean, your living situation, do you care to share that with us? Because currently you're staying with your mum.
Yes, 100%. My mother is a domestic worker. Something that, when I was young, I was very ashamed to talk about what my mother does, because, you always had to stand in front of a class, and some parents talk about their parents are doctors, lawyers, and then I must stand up and, speak about my mother being a domestic worker and being so young, not understanding, just to appreciate what my mother does and just to put food on the table. And actually I realized, my mom's status doesn't really determine my future. I've actually got to pick myself up and not think, just because my mother's a domestic worker, I've got to look down on that. And me staying with my mom has actually made me, become a better person, a man, to be responsible, accountable, and to always try my hardest in anything that I do. And we stay in Krugersdorp and in Ratung. We stay together. My brother's in Botswana. And I've just been operating with her, and just, she's been guiding me through difficult times, fun times, times when I don't know what's going on. She just motivates me, and she just put a smile on my face to just carry on working hard.
I believe that your circumstances and the way that your living conditions doesn't define who you are, and you're sort of breaking that mold, which I love. I believe you're currently finishing your matric and intend to study the highest certificate in fitness at ETA next year. Why sports? I mean, I've looked at you walking in. I'm trying to hold my stomach in. I kind of look bad in front of you. That's the only thing that Buddy the Bear and I have in common. It's our stomachs.
Sports, to be honest, it disciplines you, motivates you, teaches you to become a leader, and just to be responsible. Like, I look at some of the kids, that start doing sports, and they actually give teachers a hard time in class. And I install discipline in kids, so when they come onto my field and they haven't done the homework or have disrespected teachers, I can say, well, listen, please don't come back for, let's say, the next week until you got your homework done. You can be disciplined in class. And I just think, they actually realize, what I'm doing is wrong. Let me not please my friends, and actually let me do my work properly, and actually, show my teachers and my coaches that I'm capable of doing something, and my talent where it lies as well.
Kathleen wrote in and asked us for a cell phone, which you now have, and that's from our friends at Huawei, which we're extremely grateful for. But this, after hearing your story, we sat together as a team here at Hot Cares at Hot 91.9, and we'd like to do so much more for you. Finances are quite difficult right now, and we would like to help you by settling your account for your matric fees of 4,500 rand. Wow. So that debt is now written off completely.
Wow.
Hot Cares will also be securing your place for next year at ETA, and would like to give you a further 1,000 rand for your registration fees.
Wow, I'm just so speechless at the moment. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much.
You keep giving back, and the more we understand here at Hot, the more we give back. We've seen it work. The more we get as a radio station, and we believe in that principle. At Weltevreden Primary School, you're a coach. You coach the soccer team, but you also run your own fitness camp, and it's called Chaos, the cap that you're wearing right now, which is Kids Academy of Sport. Tell me a bit more about this. Why did you start this? What is Chaos about?
I started Chaos 3 years ago when I was sitting down, and I saw a lot of the kids couldn't really, skip. They had no balancing skills. There were so many skills that they couldn't do. And I actually thought, well, let me actually give these kids extra training on a Friday, and see who would be interested and who would actually want to know more about fitness and what fitness is all about. And that's when I came up with the idea to actually, get kids that don't really play sports to start, getting fit and looking after their bodies, and just living a healthy lifestyle. That's when I started the whole, Chaos Camp, and I had support from, numerous people coming in and wanting to help, because I can't do it by myself. I need the community, I need parents, I need teachers to actually understand why we're actually doing fitness, is to actually help and motivate and inspire the younger generation.
And you're an entrepreneur, and we need to help you build that business as well. Hot Cares has been in contact with Bronwyn Skoltz from Physique. Bronwyn, who is the owner of Physique, clearly knows that education is key to running a successful business. And so she would also like to help you build your business, which is ultimately going to make you sustainable and help you pay for your studies. Bronwyn, Carmen from Hot Cares here at Hot 91.9 picked up the phone, and she said, Bronwyn, how can you help? And we thought that you just were going to bring in a few things. And I walked in this morning and I saw lots and lots of things. So we're at Hot Cares are extremely grateful for what you have done. And thank you so much for giving and being a part of this community. Please tell Jacob what else we have for him today.
Thanks very much for having us here. Jacob, what you're doing is incredible. We have to work with kids. That's what the future is. And if we can get them healthy and fit and active from a young age, they're going to keep it going forward. So from our side, what we would like to contribute to you is a whole set of bibs so that you can obviously get the kids into teams, get them to start doing activities like that. We've got some agility hurdles for you, some speed ladders, some cones, some hula hoops, some mats. And then there's also some soccer balls to try and help with the skills training as well. We've got some skipping ropes for you, all nice, bright colors, gets the kids excited.
And we're seeing them coming into studio right now. This is going to build your business. Thank you for seeing it.
So much. Thank you.
Jacob, everything you need
Thank you.
to get chaos going.
Wow.
For the kids. We've got skipping ropes, their cones, their hula hoops, their mats, their ladders. Everything is there. Everything that you won't see me on, but yes. Jacob, how are you feeling right now?
Speechless, grateful, thankful, blessed. So happy.
Have fun.
Remember
Thank
the
you
rule.
so much.
The rule is to pass it on. The more we
Yes.
give out at Hot 91.9, the more we get. We've passed on that same principle to you as well. The more you give back to the students, the more you're going to get.
Thank
and we
you.
understand that you make a meaningful difference. So let's just recap this. Physique, Bronwyn, you're an absolute legend. 11,500 rand from Physique, which is ladders, jump ropes, hurdles, mats, cones, hula hoops, training soccer balls. Let's give it up for Bronwyn. Thank you. Thank you to Teresa, and thank you to Taryn at Huawei for giving us the phone. Also, we've got that 4,500 rand that we're going to be paying off for your matric fees, and we're going to also cover the registration fees of 1,000 rand at ETA for next year.
It doesn't end there.
It doesn't?
Because the Hot family just keeps on giving because we all care. Thank you to Morris Properties, who've contributed 10,000 rand
10,000.
for your studies next year.
Thank you so much.
Thank you to
Wow.
Jason and our friends at Morris Properties that just came in. Remember, if you'd like to make a meaningful difference in the lives of those around us and help us here with Hot Cares at Hot 91.9, all you have to do is send us an email to hotcares@hot91.9. Bronwyn, thank you so much. We feel really blessed
huge
that you're
pleasure.
here today. And Jacob,
Thank you.
you're going to be extremely successful in life.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us
Thank you so
today
much.
at Hot 91.9.
Hot Cares on Hot 90.